Hello, it's Helder here, and today I'm going to talk to you about a new dog harness that I picked up from a company called MOLLE. I do a lot of rucking. Rucking, for those of you that are not familiar with rucking, it's basically something that's an activity that we do in the military. What rucking is basically forced marching, or let's say hiking with a purpose. You're doing it for time, you have a weighted pack on, and it's something that I've utilized through my military experience and continue doing it as an excellent exercise, both to get out there in nature for health and fitness purposes. Well, a lot of times when I'm out there rucking, I am with friends, both from my organizations, from veteran organizations, military organizations, and even Boy Scouts. But when it comes to rucking, the one person, let's say, that's by my side, that's not really a person, is my dog Sombra. And since I'm always out there with my weighted pack and carrying some of his stuff that he needs, like poop bags and food and water, I figured it was now time, since I had been training and rucking with my dog Sombra for a while, it was now time for him to get his own ruck, and basically his weighted vest. So I took a look around Amazon and other places on the internet, and I came across this one by MOLLE, and it had the woodland camo pattern, which I actually think is more of a Marpat pattern from the Marine Corps. And of course that jives with me very well, and ended up picking it up. Now, the cool thing about this harness is not only does it have all the stuff that a lot of the other harnesses have, but it's built better, and it has a MOLLE system. And the MOLLE system is something that a lot of the packs these days, and something that's of course very big in the military, and it's a modular system that basically allows you to attach other items to those specific kits or packs, or in this case, a dog harness. And what I did is I had a couple pouches from other rucksacks or backpacks that I had, took them off. They were MOLLE compatible, and I was able to utilize them on this vest so that Sombra can go ahead and be able to carry a lot of his own stuff. Not only is it convenient because he's able to carry his own stuff, but it's also better for him because he is getting much more of a challenge out of this ruck, which is basically one of the main reasons why we decide to wear ruck while we're out there doing this forced type of marching. This harness was extremely easy to put on, just a couple buckles, very easy to adjust. I actually bought it a little bit bigger because I know my dog is still growing, and if I would have gotten probably a size lower within the next month or so, I'd have to buy a new harness. And so I figured rather go with it a little loose now, and within the next few months, I'm sure he'll be filling it out quite well. You can attach a leash to the front of this vest, so it hinders or prohibits your dog from actually pulling. And then there is also the latch that's right on top. And what I end up doing is kind of in the beginning, dog's very excited, I clip it in the front, we get started. After 1.5 miles, 2 miles or so, he's more in the zone with his hiking and with his rucking and with his pace, not as distracted, not as excited, and even a little bit more tired. And then from there I actually unclip it from the front and clip it to the back, just to make it more comfortable for him, and to be honest, even more comfortable for me, because now the leash isn't pulling on me and dragging on me. It isn't really a big deal for those smaller walks, but when you're out there and you're going 5 to 10 miles or so, all of these little things really do come into play and can either add and benefit you, or of course it could detract you from your goal and make things a little bit more uncomfortable. So being able to have both of those options is something that definitely makes this harness good to go. Well, I've gone out there now with Sombra on a few rucks and utilizing this harness, and I definitely give it a thumbs up. It's well made, it is comfortable on my dog. The MOLLE attachment, once again, is the main reason why I ended up buying it. I have a few other harnesses, but they didn't have that MOLLE set up. And with this harness by MOLLE, I basically found a solution that I was looking for, and a pretty good one. So if you are in the market for a dog harness, especially one that's used for those long hikes or even rucking, if that's something that you do, and you're bringing your dog along with you, definitely take a look at this MOLLE. It's safe, well built, makes everything much more enjoyable when I'm out there rucking. And once again, with that MOLLE setup, the options are kind of endless. So you can pretty much cater it to anything that you need.